So I've just been hiking up into the hills above the little harbor town of Avalon. And I actually wish I could have spent a little bit more time there. It's got a very Mediterranean feel and a pretty good vibe. But the first thing that caught my eye about this island was that you could trek the full length of it. It's usually done in a 4-day backpacking trip. I'm gonna try to squeeze that into 2 because that's all the time I have. So I had to ditch the comforts of the town quickly in order to embark on this about 20 mile per day, 60 kilometers total, so I can reach the opposite side of the island and catch my ferry back to the mainland tomorrow night. Aside from that, I don't know much else about this island. It's very deserty, not much water, lots of cactus, and I'm supposed to watch out for ticks, rattlesnakes, and apparently bison. It would be absolutely scorching hot in July, so it's very convenient that I'm doing this in January. I'm about 6 hours in and maybe 2/3 of the way to my camp spot. And that sun, even in January, is just sweltering. What really kills you though is the up one hill and down the other. It is just relentless. There is no concept of following the ridgeline here. I can now see my destination for the evening, Little Harbor. It looks like a beautiful little cove facing the Pacific Ocean. I can't wait to get there. I am exhausted. There's a big bison right beside me here. And this is one of the most curious aspects of the island. Legend has it that about 100 years ago, bison were brought in to film a movie, and they have been living peacefully here ever since. That is until recent years when they've been deemed an invasive species. And the decision has been made to inhibit their reproduction, and the herd will slowly dwindle to nothing. But that's going to take several decades because they live a long time. So, last chance to see the bison of Catalina Island. I'm just descending into the other cute little port town, Two Harbors. And this is where I'm going to take my boat out at the end of the day. And the rest of the journey is actually a hike. Oh, there's a fox. Hey, fox. Hey, buddy. Anyway, the rest of the journey is actually a loop that goes way up into the hills there to the other side of the island and then loops back along the coast. So I'm actually just looking for a nice bush to ditch my camping gear so I don't have to carry it around all day. I'm on another crazy climb from sea level up to, well, 500 meters. There's a lot of these. Ooh, geocache. Okay. Final thoughts about the Trans-Catalina Trail after hiking 72 kilometers, 18 hours, 3,000 meters of elevation gain over 2 days. My reviews are kind of a mixed bag. There are, of course, some spectacular views, but matching that are a lot of just, really mundane sections and boring enough that you start to notice all the clutter, power lines and communications towers and monitoring equipment and these old poles. And the worst thing is the network of dirt roads. There's way too many of them, and a lot of them make up the trail. Maybe a quarter of it is single track, but a lot of it is just walking along dirt roads like this. And there isn't tons of traffic, but even having one vehicle pass you just takes away from the backpacking experience. The trail is also just so exposed. Even in January, it was just scorching hot. I couldn't imagine doing it in the summer. All of the campsites are absolutely gorgeous. Off-season is a great time to come because it's easier to get a reservation. They're also connected by this road network, so there could be a lot of car campers too. Again, taking away from the kind of wildernessy backpacking experience. Overall though, I think it's worth it, especially as a 3-night kind of beginner intermediate trek, because you're never too far away from civilization, and especially if you're already in the LA area.